Could your child be the next victim of identity theft? Believe it or not, this is a growing crime. Identity thieves are targeting kids, whether they're teenagers or even toddlers. Our consumer correspondent Susan Koppen is here with more. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning, Hannah.
I had no idea that this was happening.
Yeah, it's definitely an eye-opener for parents. Imagine someone getting a mortgage using your 2-year-old social security number or buying an expensive car in your newborn's name. Kids normally don't have bad credit, so they are a perfect target for identity thieves.
When Zach Friesen was just 7 years old, he should have been the talk of the town. That's because this cute little kid owned a $40,000 boat.
So having a houseboat at the age of 7, that's, we would call that big time.
Oh yeah, it's pretty extravagant for a 7-year-old. Actually, it wasn't my houseboat. It was bought in my name by another person. I was then a victim of identity theft.
That's right. When he was just 7 years old, someone stole Zach's identity. He didn't discover the crime until 10 years later, at age 17, when he applied for a job and was turned down because of a horrible credit history. Turns out, his identity thief sailed off with the boat, but never paid the loan.
You're a 17-year-old kid and you find out you're $40,000 in debt.
In debt.
What did you think?
It was mind-boggling. I mean, I was trying to make money to go to college, and here I found out I'm $40,000 in the hole.
Zach is not alone. Every year, 400,000 kids have their identities stolen. They have clean credit histories, so thieves can use their personal information to buy cars, boats, even homes, and get away with it for years. And that's because kids aren't checking their credit reports.
The victims can even be infants. If you have a social security number, you can be a victim of identity theft.
Security expert Melody Gates says that's why parents must protect their kids' personal information from day one. In Zach's case, police believe the thief got his social security number from his pediatrician's office.
I just had a baby, and it seems like everybody and their mother is asking for his social security number. What should you do if you're a parent and someone says, I need your child's social security number?
You know, just leave it blank. If it's on a paperwork or form you're filling out, leave it blank, let someone come back and ask you for it, and then challenge them for why they need it.
And Gates says if your child starts getting junk mail, like credit card offers, that's a red flag. There may be a problem.
You might think, oh, that's kind of fun that my 2-year-old got a loan application. It may be that their name and their identity was used. You want to go immediately check their credit report, find out how that information got there.
He tells me to call the 3 major credit reporting agencies.
Zach finally resolved his debts and cleared his name. Now he's in college, and he works with Quest, a telecommunications company, to educate kids about protecting their identities.
It's easy to joke around, well, no, there's no way I can be a victim of theft. I don't have anything to steal. But really, teens need to be aware and parents need to be aware that your identity is a lot more valuable than anything you probably carry around in your wallet.
As for the thief who bought the boat in Zach's name, he was never caught. His identity remains a mystery.
Oh my gosh, was it hard for him to straighten everything out?
He said it took him about 40 hours, and it was a lot of his mom, his dad calling these places saying, hey, he was 7.
Oh
he was 7, it wasn't him.
It's incredible. I can't believe almost 500,000 people have this problem. You said junk mail, right, coming to your kid, that's a big red flag.
That's
Anything
a big red
else?
flag. If telemarketers are calling for your children, that's a sign. And most kids don't find out that they're a victim until they get a little bit older. So maybe they go to get a driver's license and they find out they already have a driver's license.
Oh.
Or they go for their job, they get turned down, a student loan and get turned down, a cell phone, they get turned down. All warning signs.
How is their information stolen and by whom?
Thieves can go into the trash looking for personal information. Unfortunately, sometimes it's someone in your home. It could be the babysitter, it could be a family member, it could be the house cleaner, somebody looking around, looking in your home for that personal information. It could be somebody at the doctor's office or your child's school who is stealing the personal information.
So do you just not give it out?
You have to be very guarded. Make sure you know who you're giving it to, why they need it, and if they really need it.
Okay, now checking your child's credit report, that sounds so ludicrous.
Right.
But it's really something you need to do, right?
You probably do it for yourself, so you should also do it for your child. And you can get a free credit report every year, so there's no problem. Just check your credit report and then check your child's credit report and make sure that there's nothing fishy going on.
Oh my gosh, Susan Koppen, thanks.
All right.
What an eye-opener.
Absolutely.
I believe that happens.